think it's kind of interesting. I'm gonna admit, guys, like when I first saw this design a few years ago, like the vintage ones, I thought it kind of looks like a grumpy fish, like a little grumpy fish face. And it's not really a bag that I was ever like super obsessed with. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. I had a big day today and the sun is setting, so I hope that I can film this video in time without it being too dark. My ring light broke. But anyways, guys, if you enjoy handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm so glad that I've made it to 8,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting my channel. I did lose like 8 subscribers or so yesterday. Hopefully I haven't gone back down to under 8,000, but I made a video yesterday about, you know, pondering what if luxury stores started charging entry fee. Would you pay it? And I was just kind of like thinking of some random thing that may happen in the future, and I think a lot of people thought that that was a bad topic, or that I supported, like, I think you should pay to go into a luxury store because you're wasting people's time if you're just browsing, and that's not really what I meant, but I think it did come across that way. And I don't know, guys, do you think that in the future luxury stores will charge to enter, like just to keep the exclusivity? I mean, they probably won't, but I mean, it's not a super crazy idea. I mean, maybe they will charge in the future to enter the store. Maybe they won't, but anyways, I was kind of stupid for making that video because I lost some subbies from it. So yeah, I mean, it's been pretty hard thinking of a topic to talk about every day, and sometimes I just get these random ideas in my head, and yeah, I'm sorry if they upset you or anything like that. Oh, and also I might look like not the best right now because, well, I also got some comments that I should change my foundation color. So I went to Mecca and I got a color match for my foundation, and I'm using this NARS Luminous foundation, but I feel like it makes me look really greasy, so I don't know if this is the right foundation for my skin. And yeah, I might not look the best right now, and I'm kind of in my PJs, so I really wanted to film this video, which is why I look like this, and I also want to like gain some subbies back, so I thought I'd talk about the Ellipse PM today. So I was on Foxy LV's Instagram because she is such a good source for Louis Vuitton leaks, and I noticed that there is going to be an Ellipse PM being released soon, or saying the 1st of the 1st 2023, so next year. And well, guys, I'm not surprised that they're doing this bag again, because if you look back at when they did the tennis collection, so it was the game match collection. Oh my gosh, I forgot now. I have a mental block. It's been a long day. But they did a Ellipse BB, which we've never seen that size before, with a white trim, which was quite a cute size. It was similar to like an Alma BB size, and I'm not sure if like the monogram with the white combination was super popular, but it was kind of cool. And it's interesting because the Ellipse bag was a design that was actually discontinued back in 2007. So I think a lot of Louis Vuitton collectors were excited to see the revisit of the Ellipse design. I've also noticed the Ellipse design in the menswear range. So in the backpack, there's an Ellipse backpack, which is also based on a vintage design. So from my research, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I think the original Ellipse bag came out in around the late 90s, and it is based on inspired by an oval. So an ellipse translates to oval, I believe, and well, it's an interesting kind of like bowling bag shape with a zip. And back in like the late 90s, I believe it was available in the PM size and the MM size, and there was also an Ellipse backpack, which just letting you know, guys, if you want an Ellipse backpack, they're super good deals on the pre-love market. My friend has one and it is like really cool, really a thick durable canvas, and I feel like the Ellipse backpack tends to be more affordable than like other vintage Louis Vuitton backpacks, that like the Montaigne or even like a pre-loved Palm Springs Mini. So that's a good vintage backpack option. The Ellipse PM, the vintage version, was kind of just like a scoopy thing in the middle, but now the reissue one is going to actually feature a little zip pocket in the front, so it's a little bit more of an elevated design. And other than that, I think the zipper pull looks the same. I think everything else seems to look the same with this. I mean, maybe the quality of the piece will be different to the vintage ones. We can't quite see what the interior looks like yet, but I think this is really exciting news for anyone who loves like old school Louis Vuitton, because this is a very nostalgic design, and the fact that they're bringing it back in the PM size, I just think it's a very classic look. If you're interested in this bag, guys, I think it's going to be 1,910 euros, so not too bad for like a decent sized bag. I think the PM size would be a great everyday tote. I'm not sure yet if they're going to reissue it again in the MM size, because the MM is quite large. But actually the Ellipse bag, if you want the vintage version, I remember, like, you know, the last few years on the pre-loved market, it's been really good pricing. Like, this bag kind of plummeted in value over the past few years, but now that it's been reissued again, I'm sure that the vintage ones will go up in value. Now, do I like this bag personally? I think it's kind of interesting. I'm gonna admit, guys, like when I first saw this design a few years ago, like the vintage ones, I thought it kind of looked like a grumpy fish, like a little grumpy fish face. And it's not really a bag that I was ever like super obsessed with. I think if I was gonna go for like a little top handle zip style, I still much prefer like an Elma bag. It has like a similar structured shape to an Elma, but you know, it's got that kind of more scoopy, overly look to it. Which makes it different. So I think if you're super into Louis Vuitton, you might be really tempted by this. Now, I'm not sure if they'll do the BB size, which is a new size in the all vachetta look as well, because from what I've seen, they only had it in the LV Match collection. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm curious to see if they will do like seasonal variations of the Ellipse bag as well, like in empreinte leather or in like epi, like pink. I think in the past they did do this design in epi leather as well, so I'll be curious to see what other variations they do. And I wonder if this style will be super popular, because to be honest, the style of it is a little bit like dated. It's not like a style that I feel like a lot of younger people would go for. Like they'd probably opt for more of a pochette or like a little crossbody bag or something like that. Like this is very like classic Louis Vuitton, so I think it might appeal to like an older market, or it could appeal to younger people who just like that more like grandma classic cutesy look, because I could imagine this with like a really cute little bag charm hanging off the front, like a pom-pom. You can even tie like a bandeau on the handle, and I think it is just a very ladylike chic bag. So yeah, I wonder what how this will sell. I wonder if it will be popular. Just for your information, the code is M46196, and yeah, it's going to be coming out next year, 1st of the 1st apparently, so I guess we'll just wait and see. Other than that, from Louis Vuitton, the other bag that I personally think is super adorable is this new Speedy 20 in this like vanilla cream empreinte with contrasting pink with gold hardware. Now, I feel like the Speedy 20 is a really practical size. I actually have owned it in the monogram before, and I think in the empreinte leather, it's a really nice, more elevated option compared to the canvas. I really love the combination of this like white cream color with like the strawberry pink. I just think that this shade of cream is absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, I feel like this is going to be a popular with people who are kind of more girly, or yeah, I don't know, are a fan of the Speedy. I think this is actually really adorable, so I just wanted to point out that I love this color combination as well. Other than that, there's going to be a lot of other crazy things Louis Vuitton have been releasing lately, but I actually think that the Ellipse was a really good move by Louis Vuitton, because it is a really classic design, and I wonder when people unbox it if they will compare the vintage version to the modern day version. I'd love to see how the interior is different, if the pocket at the front is very useful, and I'm curious to see if they'll do more variations of this style in the future, or even like if they'll do like a women's version of the Ellipse backpack, because that was a really cool style as well. Oh, and guys, I also wanted to point out that on the pre-love market, you can even purchase an Ellipse like mini clutch bag. This is so adorable. It's like a micro Ellipse, and this is a really rare piece that a lot of people who are into the nano Louis Vuitton bags strive to look for. So if you do see something like that in the pre-love market, I'd also snap it up, because that is like really rare and cute, and just a little clutch style that they also did with the Ellipse line. So anyways guys, I just wanted to talk about that today. I hope you enjoyed my blabby video as usual. And again, I'd so appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Just want to gain back a few subs that I lost yesterday. And yes, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you on my next one. I hope you're having a lovely holiday, and yeah, see you next time. Bye!